Nope, that just mutes it.
For some reason.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, it just needed to be turned off and on. Awesome.
Perfect.
Sorry about that, guys.
So everybody.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay. Hey, hey, hey.
There you go. There we go. Okay. It just needs to be turned off and on.
Moved it again.
Sorry about
Mute that. Okay. Ugh. So hi guys, welcome to our reveal of our studio kitchen live stream. So if you haven't seen anything from us much on social media in the last couple of weeks, it's because I've been very busy building this kitchen. First of all, we live in Kansas, so I had to drive all the way to Colorado to find trees that were big enough, straight enough, and strong enough to build these cabinets out of. Then I had to make the cabinets, bring them back here, assemble them, hang everything up. I had to cut this out of a rock quarry. I mean, it was a lot of work, but I mean, I feel like 2.5 weeks is a reasonable amount of time to get that all done.
Yeah, not a bad deal.
So obviously this is going to be our new set. We're really excited about it. It's going to give us an opportunity to do tons of things that we've been wanting to do, experimenting with some stuff in the oven, see if we can't help the guys who don't have a smoker that can start as low as we want, see if we can come up with some solutions for that. Plus, I mean, honestly, have a lot of fun. There's a ton of things we're going to be able to do in here that we just couldn't even come close to doing in our old set. So
yeah, it's going to be a blast having a full kitchen.
It is.
Before, anytime we did stuff, we were in basically it was an old office area. We converted into a video studio, and anytime we did anything, it was difficult. No running water,
nope.
No fridge, no big work surfaces.
Yes.
I mean, we have everything a modern kitchen would have, except a microwave. We don't have a microwave, but we'll get a microwave.
We don't like using microwaves, or I don't. But I mean, we've got more than that. We've got sous vide cookers. I mean, we've got literally everything you can think of. So we should have a ton of cool things coming out here in just the next couple of months. And then once we get used to it and try a bunch of stuff, we're going to get pretty interesting and weird with some of the stuff we try. We've got a huge, beautiful 8-foot island here. So we've got all the room for running out snack sticks, summer sausage, jerky, anything we could want. We've got a nice oven back here with a glass top because it was just a little too expensive to run gas to it, even though that's preferred cooking method. Then if we'll pan that way, we've got cabinets running. We got uppers on that portion, lowers obviously come back this way. And we've got a nice sink with a garbage disposal right below me. Then we've got a nice fridge so we can put anything that we want in a meat lug right into, so we don't have to divide things out. Should be really convenient. We are super excited for this. And definitely gonna do a couple of just like home recipe things that we've made before. One of them that I wanna do is I make a great red sauce. So making it straight or from scratch and using Italian sausage that we make here. Just fun things like that. I can't wait to show you guys how I make my Thai pork. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. If we do red sauce, is that a pizza sauce, or is it just a pasta sauce?
It's just a pasta sauce.
Okay.
It's just Austin and I have been talking about for literally years now.
Yeah.
Doing a competition for seeing who makes a better pizza and letting the people at Walton's decide.
We've never quite gotten
there though. But now with an oven, with this huge area, I mean, because in my mind, if we're gonna do a pizza thing, we have to roll the dough, like do it straight from scratch. He wants to use like a, I don't know what you call those, bobina crust.
I suck at making dough,
Yeah.
but I can kill the rest of it. So
it's an important part of making pizza. So, and then to help kick off this, studio kitchen, we're giving you guys a coupon code you can use until next Monday, and it's, what is it?
Live 25.
Live 25. So live, and then today's the 25th, so live 25, and that's going to give you free shipping on orders over $50 until next Monday. And that, will we say that's the first?
The first, yeah,
okay,
April 1st.
Until the 1st, so.
Not an April Fool's joke.
Not an April Fool's joke. But, yeah, so I don't know what to say. I feel like I've been so out of touch with everybody through Meatgistics, through social media. I mean, I've come in here pretty much and worked from start to end almost every day in that. I've tried a couple times to kick out and just at least respond to the Meatgistics stuff. But even that's been kind of when I could. So Lucky you, I'll be back more often.
If anybody has not seen the live chat right now, we did have issues with the live chat when we first started. It wasn't in there right. So if yours just is blank or it says live chat disabled, refresh the page and you will be able to see the live chat and start commenting. You can watch us not only at waltonsinc.com/live, you can be at Meatgistics and view the /live page there, or you can watch us on YouTube as well. The benefit to watching us on waltonsinc.com is that we've got our giveaway widget there as well. And this month we're giving away what we call the ultimate knife set. So if you're watching at waltonsinc.com/live, don't forget to enter that giveaway as well. That will run until April 1st.
Yep.
So.
And that is a great selection of knives, ones we chose that would try to help somebody, whether you're a processor or you just do a lot of cooking in your kitchen. We try to choose knives that were either multifunctional or one that just looked awesome that anybody could use in their kitchen.
You put a lot in there that just look really cool.
It's a great looking knife. You'll impress your guests if nothing else.
Yeah.
It's fun. I mean, style over substance. That's basically my entire thing. Yeah. I'm in 19th place out of everyone for brackets.
Oh, last I checked,
you were first?
I am winning the Walton's bracket challenge right now. That probably is not going to hold true till the end. Yeah. But
who would have guessed that the IT guy who set everything up is in first place with the brackets? What a huge surprise.
I don't know.
Smell some chicanery there.
I'm just good at picking, I guess.
Yep. So Chris agrees that the dough is the most important part. And for whatever reason, and it's so weird to me coming from the Northeast to Kansas. I mean, this is where you guys grow all of the wheat, but you can't make bread to save your lives. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but bread is so much better in the Northeast than it is certainly anywhere in Texas, anywhere that I've been in the middle of the country. Iowa, strangely, had some good pizza. Ames was the town I was in, right? Yeah. Ames had some good pizza, but I mean, honestly, this is going to sound weird, but the best pizza you can get in Wichita is gas station pizza.
No.
Casey's Pizza is the best pizza down here.
No. Have you been to like Ziggy's?
It's way better than Ziggy's.
Yeah.
It's way better than Ziggy's. The only ones I would put up against it is Oak and Pie.
Oak and Pie is very good.
Really good.
Very
but
good.
It's like specialty pizza, and I'm not paying $19 for a pizza this big every time.
It's not $19.
It is $19.
It's $12.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, it's $12.
Right. Well, when you stop and get drinks too, then it's.
That's true.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, Casey's Pizza is surprisingly good.
If anybody has a fantastic dough recipe, though, let me know so I stand a chance against Jon if we ever do a pizza competition. I'm probably going to need some help in that arena.
We will at some point. But yeah, I mean, with all of these great new tools we have, if there are specific things you guys want to see, go ahead and you're always free to create a new Meatgistics post about it. Honestly, one of the great things about this is, and we won't be able to do it for everything, but sometimes when someone's having trouble with snack sticks or something, we find out their process and their smoker isn't able to start as low as 150, we tend to think that that's usually one of the problems, just because it's something different than what we do. But we've got a oven now that we're going to try some stuff like propping the door open. It's electric, not gas, so we can do that. So we are going to try and reverse engineer more of like what you guys are seeing. So we're hoping that we'll be able to assist you guys more, or at least that's how we sold getting the studio kitchen door. Austin and I have already, the first thing we did was cook dinner for our wives here. So I've been gone a lot, so we figured we'd do something nice for them.
Yeah.
Chupacabra sausage. So we have to go find and kill a chupacabra?
What is that?
That
sounds like a mythical creature.
It is.
Okay.
From, I think it's Mexico. It's some Latin American country, and I think it like sucks blood, but also looks like a jackrabbit? No, that's not right. That's what's the thing that's an antelope and a rabbit? Jackalope.
Jackalope.
Yeah, not a jackalope. It's close like that. So Two Guys in the Cooler says he's got the best dough recipe.
Oh, hey. 2 guys in a cooler. Go over to Meatgistics, search for Austin, and just send me a private message on there. That way John can't have it.
Monique also agrees with me that Casey's. Yeah.
No, that's so wrong.
And Big John says the water is the most important part, and I've heard that as well, that some people just think the waters down here is different, so it's harder to do something. I don't understand baking well enough to get that, but yeah, I hear that one. There are definitely places I know LA does it. They have their dough flown in fresh. I think it's either daily or every other day from New York.
I wonder, would making pizza dough be kind of like sausage, where we don't want to always use tap water? If we use tap water, we let it sit out, let the chlorine gas out. Would you be better off using distilled water? Because ideally in meat processing, I mean,
it's a good idea.
You use distilled water and you don't have any then effect on anything else going on there. Have you ever used distilled water?
No.
Okay.
No, I've always just used straight tap water. Interesting. All right, so for anyone who joined late, and I'll make a comment about it, it's live25 is the coupon code you can use on orders over $50 to get free shipping from now until Monday, April 1st.
Oh, I just noticed somebody commented about our Blaze Orange Director's chairs. We've had these for a while. Yeah. We've used them in a few videos here and there. Really not much while you've been here. Yeah. Before you joined us back in the video room, Allie and I used them for a few different things when we were using the tall brown table. Yeah. We sat behind that with these, but
they're comfortable.
We got to find something that fits a little better, because every time John sits up here, he hits the table forward. They're a little too high, but the orange is a pretty killer look. I like the orange.
I like it.
It was the one thing in orange we've got on the set really so far.
Yeah, I like gray and white. It's the best color combination.
I was trying to talk John into basically making everything orange, and he wasn't going with that.
So you're welcome for that. We'll get you a couple pops of orange in here and there, but we need to just ease off with the orange a little bit. So Robert says smoked cheese. We actually did a Willet barbecue on cheese, and I mean we cold smoked it obviously, but yeah, no, smoked cheese is delicious. Couple of things on smoked cheese. Generally, if you do it, you're gonna want to vacuum seal and hold it for a while first, because if you tend to eat it right after it's been smoked, it's a really strong smoky taste, overpowering to a certain degree. But if you vacuum seal and let it sit in the fridge for like a week, just mellows out a little bit and just much better overall taste. So. Yeah, whoever 2 guys in a cooler is, you can't actually give Austin that special recipe. That's not fair. This has to be an even competition.
We haven't started the competition, so there are no rules right now.
I guess that's true. Seems like a cheap way to win, but...
Oh, winning's winning.
Whatever.
Same reason I rigged the Walton's bracket challenge.
See? As I said. Klobbersnoggin. So one of the smokers right over there in the corner, and then the other one, the big one that we use for a lot of things, is right across the hall in the test kitchen. So it's within easy distance, no problems with that. Now we got somebody from Alaska. So with the Meatgistics University, I know we've taken a little bit of a break. We haven't posted anything too new there in a while. We've got a couple of videos that are pretty much ready to go, and we'll start getting those out on a more regular basis here in the coming weeks. We've just been, I mean, honestly, doing this, like I said, from sun up to sundown for a while. So as soon as we have a chance to edit some more of those videos and get the posts ready for them, we'll get those live. So we'll get moving again on that. We don't, want to lose momentum or whatever on those, because those are getting some good viewership, and it seems like people are getting some good use out of them. That always makes us happy that our work's not going to waste and not just messing around and doing what we want to do. We're actually giving you guys some value out of what we're doing. What is Panama?
Panama is a country in Central America.
I understand what Panama is. It's also what's the name of the band? Van Halen. Thank you. It's a Van Halen song. I don't know. I mean, I will be making thin crust. Are you gonna make thin crust or thick crust?
Ugh. I don't know. I almost feel like we would probably have to go in the same category.
No.
We have to choose.
No,
it has
absolutely
to be
not.
the same.
We do not. It's whatever you like. I mean, mine aren't gonna. It's not gonna be like paper thin crust, but I don't like
Chicago style, nothing deep.
I mean, I like a Chicago style, but that's not what I would make.
Okay.
I will say this though: there's a place in Oklahoma City that's famous for like deep dish pizza, and Ashley, the old customer service manager, sent me there when I was down there for something. It was unbelievable, but there was 9 pounds of cheese on a regular pizza.
What?
9 pounds. I could not eat the whole thing.
It's the
first time that's ever happened.
I don't know how it's physically possible to cram
it was
that
awesome.
much
It was
cheese
like
in
this thick, and it was all I got was cheese and sauce, no toppings.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah, for anyone looking for something interesting to see, on Meatgistics, Joe is saying his pizza brat thread is definitely worth looking at. And that's another thing I don't know how many Meatgistics users we have on here, but you guys have been posting amazing pictures of your creations and your meals recently, and I am going to get a ton of those on our social media page, because honestly, a lot of them they deserve to be seen by a lot more people than they are being seen by. I mean, some of you guys almost looks like you're professional photographers. Those are gorgeous pictures, and I mean, also they just look delicious. Thinking specifically of Joe, and then Parksider had a picture the other day that was, I mean, beautiful reds and greens. He was making a brat with basil, habaneros, or ghost peppers or something, but it was, I mean, just absolutely gorgeous looking. So if you guys have any great pictures of food you want to share, sending it into the Meatgistics under the bragging board, or whatever topic you think is, works best for your post, that's a great way to get us to share it. So.
I'm trying to find that pizza brat post right now. So now I want to see this. I know I've seen it. I keep an eye on stuff as it comes through, but I don't remember what it looked like now.
Did you look up pizza brat? I think you just have to look up pizza.
Yeah.
I think this is it. General. No, that's not it.
Yeah, I saw that one. It's not that.
That would be a good thing to do. Look up like a way to search through Meatgistics for ones with images. Is that possible, or did I just throw you on the spot there?
That's difficult.
Is it? Okay.
Search for
Sounds
images.
easy to me. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. That would require a lot of back-end finagling. Now I'm disappointed because I don't see the post.
Well, if you can't you just go to Joe's?
Yeah. Tried.
I'm sure this is thrilling for our users to watch us looking through our...
Yeah. Tim just said he just bought a Pro Smoker 100 SS after watching what we do. Definitely, I know the Pro Smoker smokehouses. The cheapest one that's for a home user starts out at like $16.99. I know they're expensive and it sounds crazy, but what you get out of that smoker is amazing. Almost everything we cook here in the videos comes out of the little Pro Smoker. We've also got a 500-pound oven in the back that you can roll a whole cart into. That thing is a serious smoker. That one, hands down, but you can't cook anything better out of anything else. But that little Pro Smoker, it's like the big one, just knocked down, knock out about as many features as possible to make it feasible for the home user.
Yep.
But compared to some of the others out there like Masterbuilt, Cajun Injector, some of the other small little metal non-insulated ones,
right.
Those other ones, they don't stand up. They can't compete at all.
No. The insulation alone, the difference between that is just you're going to keep a steadier temperature. Overall, you'll be just happy with the finished product. Now, the other argument with that is that it is 4 or 5 times the cost. So you can make it work with a Masterbuilt, or can you really put Masterbuilt and Cajun Injector in the same?
They're the same style.
You think so? Mm-hmm. I would put Masterbuilt above it, though. Mm-hmm. Would you not?
It depends. Masterbuilt has ones that are nicer, bigger, better. Then they also have the cheapo.
Okay, but it's a wider range.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a wider range. Yeah, that's fair. For anyone looking, I just posted the pizza topic we were talking about with those great pictures from Joe. Definitely worth looking at. And while we're on the topic of smokers, anyone who hasn't seen it yet, there's a post and a video about raising the relative humidity in your smoker that we did like a month ago or so, right around that time. But it is, I know I came up with it and shot and whatever, but it's awesome. I'm really excited about that. It's hopefully a way for you guys at home to be able to add a significant amount of relative humidity to your smoker. We always say to add a water pan into your smoker to help, but you're adding a couple of percentage, maybe 5% or thereabouts. And that's doing some for you. It's definitely better than nothing, but it's not a lot. What we came up with here, hopefully, is a way to drastically increase. So it's going to make your cook times a lot quicker. Because a lot of the stall, what you're dealing with is your evaporation off of your meat. The energy that's coming off of that is equal to, or sometimes even greater than what's the heat energy that's trying to penetrate your meat. So it's just, that's what the stall is. You can't get your meat to heat up because all the water coming off of it's evaporating. When you raise your relative humidity in there, it's preventing anything from evaporating off your meat, so you blow right through the stall. And we think we've come up with a way to at least help you avoid that a little bit. So just check that out. It really should make a huge difference for you guys. Soy. Like soy sauce? Robert Davis, is that what you're talking about? I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
I'm cooking with sesame oil a lot more at home instead of olive oil, and very much liking it. Sesame oil is a good tasting oil. I don't know anything about the health benefits of it, if it's better for you or worse than you. I don't really care about the amount of fat I eat. I just try to avoid eating too much fat and too much carbs at the same time. But yeah, I assume sesame oil is at least okay for you. Yeah, cool. Dylan stopped by the store for the first time the other day.
Yeah, for most people out there, they don't know. We have a physical store here in Wichita, Kansas too. So if you're ever in the area, stop by, check us out. Most of you guys probably know us from shopping online, but we do have a little store that you can come in, feel, touch the products, and play with stuff. Everything's on display, a little cooler than just looking at the picture on the website. But you're ever in Wichita, make sure you come by and check us out.
And then just in general, for anyone who hasn't I mean, I'm assuming if you're coming to our live stream, you probably already have. But our Instagram, both our Waltons and our Meatgistics Facebook page and our Twitter, I mean, they're obviously we take care of them, so we're biased. But I mean, they should be. You should be following them. I mean, we try to give out good information. We do Meat Hack Mondays. For every Monday, we try and come up with a tip that can help out either a cooker or someone making sausage. Plus, we post a bunch of our customer photos on there. So if you submit something great, we'll give you, your name a shout out while we're posting it. Plus, I mean, we try to have some fun on there. We've got a video editor now who knows what they're doing. So some of the short little videos we come up with are a lot better than when I was just doing it, trying to just get through it. So yeah, definitely Twitter, Instagram, and both Meatgistics and Walton's Facebooks.
Have you put out the new post for today yet?
The Meatgistics?
Facebook, the new Monday post?
The Meat Hack Monday?
No.
Oh, Double Meat Monday?
Yeah.
It's going out later.
Okay. Just thinking, if it's out, do you tell people, hey, go?
Yeah.
Go
so if
share
you
it.
haven't, I wouldn't say that we got. I don't even want to say anything.
Okay. Check our Facebook page later. We got a post coming out later today that is pretty cool.
Yeah. Because I could start a rant here, but this isn't the place for my crazy meaning.
Jay commented. He's the one that won our Broil King in the last giveaways. That's good to see.
Good for him.
Good to see when people win the giveaway that they come back and share stories with us. The Blackstone griddle. What is a Blackstone griddle? Is that just like a flat top cooktop? I'm assuming. I know I'm familiar with the Rectex, but Jay, what is your Blackstone griddle?
Yeah,
I'd probably Google it too. But
really wanted a griddle on this, but you just can't make it work with glass tops. So.
Wait, you can't set a griddle on there?
It won't heat it evenly enough, I guess.
I'd do it at home. I've got a griddle, glass top. I do it. It's not perfect.
And just sit it up there?
I don't know. Yeah, you just set it up there, angle it across two burners, turn two burners on.
Yeah, I guess you could do it across the front too.
Mm-hmm.
Take a long time for the middle of it to get hot, though. It's cast iron, I'm assuming? Oh, what is it?
I don't know. It's a pan.
I don't know.
It's a flat pan.
Nick, what happened to the other background is we just built this. It's like a studio kitchen. So, I mean, we've got a fridge, stove, sink, bunch of cabinets, a lot more room. So hopefully we're going to be able to do a lot more interesting stuff in here. Not that, I mean, I loved the gray background. As you can see, I picked all the colors from this. We stayed very much with the gray theme. But yeah, just that straight gray background it was getting a little boring. So.
It's still gray in here a little bit, but it looks a lot nicer. When will you be out here to fix mine up?
Oh.
Nick wants to know.
I mean, it took me 3 weeks to do this. If it had to be up to code, who knows how long I'd be out there. You got a couple of years to waste letting me tear apart your kitchen?
Live Outdoors agrees with me. You can use a griddle on a glass top.
Oh.
He uses a cast iron, though. I imagine the cast iron does take longer than another, I don't know, mine's just like Teflon coated top. I don't know what style you would call it, but we'll have to get one in here and try it.
Because cast iron really works best on gas. I mean, on a coil, not so much. Gas, it's going to work better. I would imagine it running into the same problem with the glass top.
Yeah. I assume it would work, just not as efficiently as it should.
Right, so it would get hot and it would have some hot and cold spots.
I mean, we sell cast iron pans. We could always try a cast iron pan.
Actually, I left my cast iron pan out in the rain the other day. So I've got one at home that I need to strip and then re-season. So maybe I'll do a video on doing that here.
If you do that, I'm gonna bring my cast iron pan in
Make
too.
me do yours too?
I leave mine in my camping box,
Okay.
and my camping box obviously had something a little wet in it, trapped all the humidity in there.
Oh.
And yeah, I got some nice little
Mine's
surface rust stains.
Oh yeah.
They might go a little deeper. I
Okay,
haven't really
mine
investigated
mine
yet,
goes deep.
but
I know mine goes deep.
it's gonna take some fixing up. Is there a vent on the glass top? It's a good question. They say, I don't remember when we turned it on the other day if we checked if it was really venting out or not.
They
It
said
says
there's a
there's
vent,
it says
yeah.
there's a vent on the front, and there is a little
I don't know how it
perforated deal,
works.
but we will find out
According
as
to them,
we use
yes.
everything more.
Yeah. But no, we won't be using a griddle on it. You can apparently blow a glass top if you use a griddle on top.
Ooh,
So that will be a no.
that would be interesting.
Huh. As we get or try to get used to shooting in here, there might be some weird noises coming in from off camera. Oh, we had it down to a process in the old room. We knew exactly what to shut off, what to stop. Here, we're obviously having a couple hiccups.
We started out with technical difficulties,
Yeah, right,
chat
so-
not working, audio not working. New room, new learning process.
Absolutely. Sometimes we're slow at that too.
So Nick is asking, I'm using the Willie snack stick blend and stuffing summer sausage casings. Do I need to do anything different? If you're taking something like Willie's that's normally a snack stick and going to summer sausage, I wouldn't do anything different. Treat it just like you would if you were using summer sausage seasoning. Should function pretty much identically.
Yeah, and another thing, going across types, if you want to use a snack stick to make a summer sausage, if you want to use a jerky to make a snack stick, I mean, that's all pretty much totally fine. But we did have a comment like 2 weeks ago or something on somebody wanting to take a ham cure and make a summer sausage out of it. And I know someone's done that in the past, but the amount of seasoning that is made for the ham cure is going to be so mild that it's almost impossible to equate that to summer sausage. So if you're going across whole muscle to a sausage product, that might not be a great way to mix it. But any like ground and reformed sausage that you want to make, like if you want to use a bratwurst to make a summer sausage, that's fine. Just, use a cure since one won't come with it. Or other way, just don't use the cure. But if you're going whole muscle, like a ham or a bacon, into a ground and formed product, that's probably not the best idea.
Strip cast iron, throw into wood stove, heat red hot, it comes out new. Wonder how hot that means. Robert, is that hot enough you can throw it in an oven at 500 degrees? Or meaning if you're putting in a wood stove, I assume you can get a wood stove a lot hotter
Yeah, a lot
than that.
hotter. I've seen a bunch of different things with curing cast iron. Now, some people were saying it doesn't need to get hotter than 300, but that doesn't seem to make sense to me.
If
I've always done it 500 degrees.
If you're seasoning it, I assume it just has to do with whatever the burning point of
Of the
whatever oil
is.
you're using is. Yeah.
I tried doing it once with, not grapeseed oil, but something like that. It was something like a grapeseed oil. Didn't do anything special to it. It was vegetable oil, canola oil. Seems to work just as well as anything else, and it's very inexpensive.
800.
800 degrees, yeah.
Wow.
I don't think our oven will get up to that.
We could
What
try.
What does it turn on to?
Hit
Where is
bake.
it? Bake, okay. 800 degrees.
Hey, hit go. No,
550.
550.
It did let us put that in, though. I was excited for a second there.
You still need to re-temper in the oven.
Okay, so you keep bringing it back down.
I think with a kitchen, there's more of that we can do. More like that's not in like our normal wheelhouse for meat processing. So what else out there? Maybe a rhetorical question, or if anybody actually wants to comment, let us know. Like, what other things not directly meat processing, but somehow related?
Do they want to see?
Yeah, do you want to see from us? Because we have a lot more flexibility now to do more with our videos. I think we can do a lot more general recipes or just how-tos for cooking and kitchen stuff.
Yeah, I was definitely planning on doing a lot more beginning to end recipes, like what I said with the red sauce earlier. Like I will always make a red sauce from scratch, but I mean, if I want to make it with sausage, I'll make the sausage and then make the red sauce. So I mean, that's, other than harvesting the fruits and killing the animal, I mean, that's as from scratch as you can get. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely think more things like that.
Okay. Robert, the oven is a convection oven. Sergeant Gregory just joined us. He's, for those that are familiar with our Meatgistics site, Deplorable NC1. He's been commenting a lot and doing a lot of posts on Meatgistics lately. Shout out for Deplorable
Another
NC1.
one, yeah, another one who takes a lot of great pictures. Absolutely, really, really good job with that.
Nick's waiting on that calendar.
That's not going to happen. I don't know how to tell you that, but you wouldn't want to see it anyways, unless we're just talking about like making like, you know, a prime rib the center of it, and Austin's like way back in the corner. That's the only way that's happening. So for any of you Meatgistics users, I mean, you guys should all, for the most part, know what the main page looks like. But we are going to be making one minor change to the Walton's community there, and it's just because it doesn't get a ton of attention from you guys, we're going to get rid of it. Hunting is going to be going away. I would figure it probably rolls right into bragging board anyways.
Yeah, anything that you would post under hunting that we've seen so far would probably go under bragging board.
Right. Which I still think if we had changed hunting to hunting and fishing, like I wanted to, I would have posted all the pictures of all the fish I catch, and then
it would have been filled up with 1,000 posts from Jon and 3 from other people.
But no, so yeah, anything you were going to post to hunting, just go on over to bragging board. That'll probably come down in just the next couple of days, honestly, as soon as Austin and I find time to go in and click a button.
Yeah.
That's really all it takes. So yeah, please still do that. I mean, there was one, somebody posted one the other day of his daughter.
That was deplorable.
Was it deplorable? That was a great picture. It was an absolutely great picture, and that we'll absolutely use that on our social media stuff, because that's just great. We love to see you guys teaching the younger generation how to hunt, how to process, because, you know, I don't know, you hit a certain age and you start looking at younger kids and it just doesn't seem like they know anything because nobody's teaching them this stuff. So it's really nice to see that. I think the hunting community as a whole appreciates seeing that, seeing people pass down the knowledge.
Yeah. Smokehouse Barbecue, ad-free shipping. Right now, for anybody who's watching the live stream today, if you use the coupon code LIVE25, you can get free shipping on orders over $50 from now until April 1st. That's next Monday. So do with the coupon code as you wish. Keep it to yourself. Tell any of your buddies who are needing to get another order in with us. But from now till next Monday, you can get free shipping with the coupon code LIVE25.
And then for Quentin Flint, we were discussing this on Meatgistics the other day about using bacon when making a sausage product. In general, I don't like to. Just try to find some pork fat. And if you can't find pork fat, use a 50-50 mix of whatever you're using and pork butts. I mean, that should get you to around the right amount. Now, you absolutely can use bacon. I just feel like, A, it doesn't add anything special. You're not going to add the taste of bacon in general. I mean, maybe a tiny little hint, but not much. And pork fat just works better. So that, I mean, while it kind of sounds cool, there's not a great reason to do it. Unless it's just that you have a ton of bacon that you don't want to actually fry up. Yeah. Which then just send it into me.
If you're making it at home, I'd probably just use pork fat. If you're doing it on like a commercial level, it could be a labeling type of thing. Being able to call something
bacon added,
bacon something, yeah.
But from a taste perspective, it's not going to add a ton.
This might be off topic, but since Sergeant Gregory has a comment about sauerkraut, is that what's in the fridge?
Yeah.
Is it just in there, or do you have a plan for that?
No, I have a plan for it. Two things. One is apparently you're supposed to eat a bunch of, what is sauerkraut and kimchi? Fermented vegetables. It's supposed to be really good for you. And two, I want to make Reuben brats with that.
Okay.
So I've also got a big bag of sauerkraut at my house that my wife tried to get me to throw out yesterday. I'm like, no, I will eventually eat it. But yeah, apparently fermented vegetables are excellent for you. An ammonia smell while in the curing chamber. So I can't call him Sergeant Gregory. Deplorable says that comes across an ammonia smell in the curing chamber. I've seen his curing chamber. I've seen pictures of it. No, I've never come across that. That doesn't sound good though.
Yeah.
What have you used to clean it in the past? It's the only thing that I could come up with. I'll talk to our application specialist about that. That definitely sounds like, not to be like an alarmist or anything, but that definitely sounds like the type of thing you should be worried about.
Sounds like it could be bad.
Right. But I can't think of any way in which it would be good.
Normal with mold 600. It could be that.
The ammonia smell?
Yeah. My understanding is once you use mold 600 in curing chamber 2, it's almost impossible to get rid of it completely as well.
Okay.
Or very difficult to fully clean to get it all out of there.
We didn't have any of that. I didn't notice an ammonia smell.
Did we use the mold 600?
We tried not to, and then we kept growing bad stuff, so we just pulled everything and sprayed it all.
Gotcha. Making sausage out of goose. Yeah, if you shoot a lot of geese through hunting season, you can, in my opinion, you can only eat so much whole muscle goose, or making a stew or something else in some sort of cooking dish. I would make sausage out of it. It makes great brats. That's typically how I've seen and I've done it. I know other people have done, sticks and jerky.
Joel used to make sticks that were great.
Yeah, I think brats work well, but I would do, any type of sausage with it. Just make sure you add enough pork fat. It's going to be a very lean meat, going to be gamey, but as soon as you add some pork fat, that'll help even things out. But it's very good at making sausage with.
So, John Allen, we have a bratwurst seasoning that's called Reuben brat, and while it's labeled Reuben brat, it also absolutely can be. And in fact, I think it's even one we include the Sure Cure with, so that you can make snack sticks out of it. I just made snack sticks out of them, and it was part of a test for something else here. We wanted to test a piece of equipment. Excuse me. So I didn't add the sauerkraut, but I absolutely am going to go back and make bratwursts out of them and add the sauerkraut. That's awesome. Absolutely delicious, especially when made out of pork. So tasty. I love that stuff. And that's available at waltonsinc.com. I mean, if you just go to seasonings and then bratwurst sausage seasoning, bratwurst seasonings, it'll be right there. Just out of curiosity, the people who are here now, how many of you would have joined if we did this on a Saturday? And I don't need to see a bunch of yeses, just if anyone wouldn't have done it on a Saturday morning, like Saturday at 10, figure not a weekend where the NCAA was going on. Because we almost came in Saturday morning and did it, but we decided not to just because we figured everyone would be watching basketball. Not me, because it's a useless sport.
That's why you're in like last place.
That is why I'm
in the
in
work
last
bracket,
place,
by
yes,
the way.
'cause I don't care. I'm too busy thinking about like awesome knife sets and
The stinking 12-inch butcher knives.
yes. And if anyone's got, well, I mean, I can ask them this. We don't necessarily have to use your suggestion, but if anyone's got a great idea for an April giveaway, I'm struggling to come up with anything awesome. So, taking suggestions.
Great hamburger, different cuts of beef. A lot of times, I mean, hamburger you get is just going to be whatever didn't fit into something else.
That's
I mean,
usually what it
you're
is.
usually not going to take prime rib and turn it into hamburger.
Almost never.
Yeah, unless you're crazy. I'd rather eat that every time. It's
People have been
prime
doing-
rib or ribeye, but
Been reading a lot about brisket burger. People taking a brisket and grinding it up. But yeah, I mean, in general, and this isn't always the case, but in general, the less desirable cuts are going to be what's made into ground beef. I mean, that's just the reality of a commercial processor. He wants to take his sub-primals and primals and get those to the butcher in full cuts. That's how he makes his money. What is left over, that's generally what's going to go into the grinder.
could you make that much better hamburger by using
I
a
don't
better
think
cut
so.
of meat?
I don't think so.
It probably wouldn't be worth it for, what you get out of the other cuts.
Honestly, if you want to make better burger, go look through. I think we did a video and a post on it. We took bone marrow, pushed it out of the center of the bone, and added that to just regular ground beef, and that was awesome. It was really, really good. Made delicious burger. You just have to be careful not to add too much because it can get to or add so much fat that it's to the point that it'll crumble on the grill. I think, I can't remember the exact amounts. I know it's in the Meatgistics article, but if you really want to improve your ground beef, buy some just from the grocery store, buy some marrow bones, push that marrow out and grind it up with your meat. It is awesome. Definitely add something. In my opinion, I know I'm going to get pushback from some people on this, but taking regular ground beef and adding that to it was definitely better than grinding up a brisket. Plus, I don't feel dirty like I did after grinding up a brisket. It just doesn't feel right. All right, so one person wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Sundays when I go fishing.
One comment on the giveaway. Sounds like a good giveaway. Problem is we don't have any gas stoves with an oval burner for a griddle. So it's got to be something that's normally in our stock or from one of our vendors or something we manufacture, like the stuffers.
Yeah.
We've been doing giveaways for monthly for like 2.5 years, something like that. So we're kind of running out of unique things to do.
Oh yeah, we've run out of unique.
Yeah.
Now we're just trying to like kind of match them to the season. That's why I was asking like what you thought of when you think of April.
Oh.
Or it's like hams is what he came up with, which is awesome, but I can't think of a good giveaway to go with hams. What, an injector? And that's not a giveaway.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to get creative.
We'll figure something out. I mean, we'll make it at least as good as it's been recently. So you mix burger seasoning in until extraction. No, you don't want protein extraction when you're hand mixing or doing whatever with your burgers. You can do it. What you're going to end up with, though, won't have the consistency that you're used to of a burger. One of my favorite things about being the one who processes most of the meat here is, like, if I'm doing snack sticks, summer sausage, anything, When you crank down the piston on a stuffer, it only goes so low. I mean, it'll go basically to the bottom, but there's usually about a half a pound stuck in the chute and at the bottom of the stuffer. I take that out, make patties of them, and throw them in our, well, I used to throw them in our toaster oven, now I'll throw them in there. And they're awesome, very, very tasty. But when you cut into them, they don't look or act anything like a burger. They're very uniform, very hot doggy, bologna-y, and that's because all the proteins have extracted. So when you're making burgers, you want to make sure that you stop mixing in well before you get to a point of protein extraction, which is weird because we're always telling people to go for protein extraction.
Protein extraction when you're making like a cured sausage. Yep. When you're making something fresh, never protein extraction. I don't think there's a single fresh product out there you would want it. But then on cured, almost every cured product you're going to want protein extraction on. Yeah. So it's just kind of base it off of, are you making it fresh or are you making it cured? Any luck finding a motor for the 11-pound stuffer? That's a good question. I can't give all the details out, but that is something we've been working on. We think that it can be done. The problem is going to be actually getting it done now. We will be working on that with our manufacturer over the next few months here. Right now, I can't give you a good yes or no. I'd say the outlook is probably a 50-50. I do think that we will find something that will work on future stuffers. We may have to make a modification on our stuffers, but as we were playing around, trying to figure out what we could do here, John and I were testing a few different things. We might have a little bit of a hard time hooking up a motor to our existing stuffers. That's going to be the difficult part. I do know one way or another we will find something going forward. It just may mean that we have a hard split in our stuffer line going forward on previous generation or our new generation that is compatible with something new. Something we're still working on. We will eventually get something. It's just a difficult, lengthy process to get everything fine-tuned and finished and figured out.
Yeah, Tim, the Reuben made a great snack stick. And I'd recommend adding sauerkraut to it. Even if you're generally not someone who likes sauerkraut and the Reuben go together extremely well. So Grillgate, 16 1/4 kit. I mean, that's a very inexpensive giveaway.
Yeah.
We do that and tell everyone to go to Smokehouse Barbecue.
We could do that.
Say he's the one who called it. I mean, it's April. It's getting to spring.
Grilling season.
Could we just put together like an awesome like barbecue accessory?
We could, yeah. We have enough barbecue accessories. We could put enough stuff in there. We usually try to hit somewhere between the $400 to $600 mark. Right. Something in there. You go over 600 and you have some legal hoops to jump through. So we try to avoid that. Legal hoops for you guys. The number of accessories we could put under $600 would probably be enough that we would run out of things to put in there.
Or you do 2 again.
Yeah.
Those don't seem to do that well though.
Yeah, there's just not one big flashy item. Mm-hmm. That's usually what I think gets most people excited is that one big flashy item. But we do another broken grill with some accessories.
It'd be the right time of the year to do it. Really
grilling season's weird though, because it goes through phases. People, they don't do as much grilling in like the middle of the summer when people think grilling season. It's really not grilling season because it's too hot. People don't want to be outside grilling. So it's like spring, early fall, and still surprisingly a lot of people in the middle of winter.
Yeah, my deck faces north though, so I don't go out there in the winter.
Big John. John, how do I email pizza dough recipe? If you want to send us any email directly, send it to social@waltonsinc.com. Is that the best one to go to?
No.
No? No, don't put your don't put your direct email in there.
Why do I care? You can't because you get millions of emails a day already. I don't.
Here's the thing: is I can go into the back end of the system and put in a filter that redirects all your email from anything that mentions pizza.
As long as you don't get it and I do, it's worth the few extra emails I might get.
Okay.
So yeah, just send it to that. I like how he decided somewhere between it that he was on my side. I like that. Good job, John. And that's another thing. I feel like at times, and this is in regards to deplorable, we get so caught up with the interesting and unique seasonings that we somehow lose, I don't know, we forget that Willie's is the best snack stick seasoning, and Holly Regular is the best summer sausage seasoning.
No, pork sausage.
Or pork sausage, sorry. And, well, I mean, you could actually make an argument about H Summer being the best summer sausage seasoning. Because that one I really might think it's
H Summer.
habanero barbecue.
No.
Oh, it's so much better. It's so good. But yeah,
It's good.
I mean, Willie's is our best-selling snack stick seasoning for a very good reason. It's ridiculously tasty. It's just not as exciting as, I don't know, habanero lime.
Yeah. What I find myself doing is making smaller test batches or stealing things that John has made on the interesting things. I mean, because we have so many different unique flavors. Yeah. But when it comes time to make a big batch of something, I go back to the staples. Yep. I go back to Willie's. Yep. If I'm going to make 25, 50 pounds of something, I want it to be the Willie's for snack sticks anyways. But when I do smaller things, I get into the different unique flavors.
At the bottom of my freezer, the other day I found a package of south of the border cheddarwurst that I made out of chicken. Oh my God, that's good. Oh, that is so, it's a little salty, so you would love it.
Oh, perfect.
But it was so good. I made it, I'm like, wait, why have I not made this? Because it's been about a year, probably. But oh, I gotta make some more of that. Gray hats.
Okay, we cannot have gray hats now that we have a gray set and a gray background.
Yes, we can.
Actually, it does remind me I need to get on that because we're out of hats.
Okay.
We're out of several sizes of our Meatgistics t-shirts. We're out of my favorite, the can coolers. We're out of, I mean, we're out of like everything right now. So.
Are we doing a redesign on the t-shirt, or is it going to be the same, just more?
I mean, I like these t-shirts, unless you or somebody else out there says,
can we do them in,
no, we don't want different shirts.
I mean, you know I love gray, but could we do them in a different color? Like if I looked at some things and they worked?
Yeah, we can find a different color. I would, personally, I would keep the same design.
Yeah, no, I love the Meatgistics logo.
But, yeah, different color. We probably can do multiple colors. I mean,
okay. And then hats, the same thing we did last time, just kind of look at that.
Yeah, all the hats we've done for a number of years now are outdoor cap. If you've ever seen a lot of people in the outdoor industries get stuff from Outdoor Cap, just go to outdoorcap.com.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, look through stuff there.
I thought
anything on there we can get logoed.
I think I saved it from the last time you sent it to me, like a year or whatever ago it was. We'll look at it. Why would you give away 50 pounds of Willie's?
Who? Big John on the camo shirt. Would camo actually sell in a shirt? Because the problem we have with camo is we do the hats. Every time we get hats made, I always get camo because I'm like, we're in a hunting related industry. People want camo, that's a thing. And the hats that sell the least out of anything else is always the camo.
If you let me choose the camo pattern, we would have sold out of camo hats first. But you choose that terrible...
That was the best one.
No, it was not.
It was the most realistic.
Right, yes. Okay, so if you're going hunting, it is the best pattern. You're not going hunting in a Walton's hat with a big orange W on it. That's just not happening. They're wearing it around. They want to wear a camo that, like, doesn't, like, what is that, Ridge Reaper? They don't want to wear that while walking around. They want to wear like, you know, a regular, recognizable, just camo hat.
Maybe. Orange camo, there we go. That's up my wheelhouse. We're finally getting orange back into the mix. They do have like colored camos that would look kind of cool if we get an orange camo.
I could actually see that. I'm thinking of some weird variation. Have you ever seen like that blue camo? It's like blue, yeah, something like, it's like a variation of that. I could see that. Probably looks terrible, but I can see it. Huh.
We got a second on the orange camo. Well, maybe that'll be our camo version this time. Or maybe
or maybe you should just let me choose. Be sitting on 6 dozen orange camo hats.
I don't know if I'm gonna find something from Outdoor Camo.
I don't mind
I've never seen something like that from that, but I'll have to send something to the guy that does all our embroidering and see what kind of different options he might have. On,
I do like the idea of
camo.
orange shirts.
I wouldn't be
I like
opposed.
that idea. For the big-headed guys, did these not? I mean, this one goes.
The ones we have now, they're like the Velcro back.
I've got a big head.
I feel like I have a semi-big head, and these are like quite a bit bigger than a lot of other hats I have. I don't know. If you can get us on the outdoor channel, I would be in.
What's that?
Sergeant Gregory commenting about that. Someday, I always thought as we've gotten bigger, you know, it'd be fun. Because you see like some places out there, they start doing video stuff and then they get a TV show. There's been all kinds of different places that do stuff like that. To get a TV show one day will be interesting. But I don't think we have quite the video audience for a TV show yet.
We don't.
We're a few years away from that.
Quite a ways away. Not that it wouldn't be fun.
It would be a blast.
Right. But so what is it? North Ron Shera?
Yeah, Ron Shera Productions.
What are the names of the show?
We advertise on a few shows through Ron Shera Productions. The Flush.
The Flush.
Rooster Tales, Made for the Outdoors, and actually a brand new one for us, but one of their more popular shows will be on here from April through October, Destination Polaris. I think that's the right name. So if you guys ever watch any of those shows, be on the lookout for our commercials there. Yeah, and we did a couple of sets with them, cameos with them, that they occasionally run on the Flush and what is the True North? Why can't I think of that one? Due North? That's not Due North. Flush, and there was something else. Did they run it on another one? Yeah, I thought. I'll have to ask Mark. Yeah, but so yeah, the Flush. There's a couple other ones. We shot like 5 or 6 little short 5 or 10 minute things that they run on those occasionally. So, and if you're ever up in that area of the country where they run, which is like Minnesota and states around that, you might see us on there. Digital camo is a good one. I like that. That's probably what I would have chosen last time, and we would have sold out of them. But then it's no good. Nobody for hunting. Cares. Nobody cares. Don't know how to explain that to you. If we get a digital camo is typically gray, from what I've seen. Oh, so what a big surprise! Maybe that'll fill your little gray need and everything. I haven't been paying any attention how many people are. Are on? Yeah. No, there's 37 now. Due North Outdoors. That's the other show from Ron Shera. Although we don't advertise on that one. We don't? Yes, I don't think so. That's him, at least. Oh, that's him. Yeah. I mean, but they do, like, all different shows. Okay. Co-host, like a bunch of the same ones. They ran the like cameo appearances on Due North. I don't know that we advertise on Due North. I'd have to double check.
All right, made my first boneless ham using a recipe and instruction. Used moo glue to hold the large pieces together after the cure. Vac packed in a tube for 24 hours before the net and smoked. Smoke processing. All right, so you're smoke processing it now? Oh no, it's already out. Okay. Turned out great. Awesome. And we're gonna actually somewhat soon here start doing some stuff with that, with boneless, restructured, whole deli meat type stuff. So I'm really glad our current recipe worked out for you, but hopefully coming up here in the next couple of months, we should have the process laid out more for anyone who wants to do boneless products at home. You obviously figured it out yourself, awesome, but we should have that, get that going. We need to cool this room down more before we start.
So
it's hot in here.
What is your most unfavorite thing about the new set?
Hot.
It's hot, yeah.
It's very warm in here.
We realized that there's 2 vents for AC in this room, and one of them is not working.
Yeah.
So it was very warm the other day, as it's finally been warming up here in Wichita. It was 60 some degrees.
Yep.
It's been nice and toasty. So inside, with only one AC running, it got very warm.
I typed studio wrong on the live page. You have it as STUIDO. Oh, it's too late to fix that.
Come on, John.
If we're surprised by that, then I'm disappointed in whoever's surprised by that, not myself.
Yeah, it's there. We misspelled studio.
I'm fixing it now.
It's one of those hard things. It seems weird, but we do so much typing of text into like screens that does not have spell check.
Oh.
And the amount of times you spell something wrong is crazy. I guess our Grammarly.
It doesn't work in here.
It doesn't work in there?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I have no idea. It doesn't work in Magento.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, for anyone who has a job where they type things into web pages a lot, there's a tool called Grammarly that possibly has saved my job. No, but the difference before I got it and after is it's night and day. Catches everything. All right. You about ready? We're losing some viewers.
Yeah. Ready to call it?
Yep. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. Are we going to do one for the end of this month?
Maybe.
Pick the new winner. We might do one again for the end of this month where we'll draw a winner again live and announce the next giveaway if we have one by then. We'll do the same thing we did this month where we'll also shoot an actual video for it.
Actually, we should say that we are going to, because the 1st is on Monday.
Okay.
So that timing is perfect if we do another live post or live stream on Monday, because the live streams have worked well on Monday.
Okay.
So
yep. We will see you guys next Monday for a live stream.
Cool.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Ugh. Yes, I'm sure I want to stop.